Well, hello, Kuva. What's happening?
Lots this weekend, isn't it?
Lots this weekend, buddy.
There
Welcome
really is.
everybody to Kuv and the Kang. My man right there, right beside me, Kuva, and I have finally collaborated, got together, got the show off the ground that we wanted to do for a long time. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I got the coolest cat that I know right beside me, man. So does things get better than this?
It's chill. It's chill cat, as Gaguma always says.
Cat. There you go. There you go. Hello to everybody in the chat. Hopefully you're doing well. We got a lot of you waiting already. Unfortunately, we're a little bit late, so big up, Benny. Big up, Benny. My man's already here. Stuart, big up, baby. Good to see you, my man. And Stuart saying hello to Ben and Raw Emotions in here as well. TikTok. Yes, yeah, we're late. Sorry about that. That's completely my fault. All my fault on that one there. So this is it. Yeah, and then Kuva's just letting you know we're running a little bit late here. So thank you, everybody here. We got Alan Harris is already in the house as well. Big up, Aaron. How you doing, buddy? And then, of course, some guy from the three boys saying sorry, we're about to start. We got Jacob's already in the house as well. So nice to see everybody. So hopefully everybody's doing well. We know we're pumped up. We had a nice weekend. Good start to the season so far as I'm concerned. I know there's some people that are a little bit still skeptical about our performance and everything, but Carl Simpson's in the house here as well. Roy's here as well. Good evening to y'all. Toxic's here. Hello, Toxic. What's up, buddy? So, Coobs, man, where do we start, buddy? Who do we start? Do we start with Tottenham? Of course we start with Tottenham. We're Tottenham channel.
Shall we just go a little bizarre and just start with other teams first, just for a change?
We could do that. We could definitely do that as well. We have some beautiful results today. There was it wasn't that bright in Manchester, though, was it?
Manchester United. Now there's a little talking point already, isn't it?
There it is. I think they need to brighten things up a little over there.
They might.
You see what I did there? I did there?
At the moment, they're looking up at Seagulls and a lot of other teams in the league. Also, quite funny that I noticed they had a bid for Marko Arnautovic, the old West Ham player.
Yeah, going after
it was only for a modest amount, and it just got turned down.
Yeah, and it was what, €8 million?
Yeah, so they're shopping at sort of bargain basement level and still getting turned down.
You know what? But though, is that just something that you think that they're doing just to satisfy the fans, to kind of get the heat out of the kitchen kind of thing? Maybe a little bit, cool things down a bit.
Could be just getting fresh faces in to change things around.
Yeah, deflection. Yeah. Just give them something to talk about. Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa, a great supporter of all the channels. Thank you. Great to see you. We're not seeing the boys. It's not for me, Lisa. It's a nice break sometimes. What do you think, Coop?
I think it's good. We were discussing about also changing the title of the channel and everything for our show here, but I think you should keep it with Three Boys thing. It's I'm proud to be part of the little team here. It's just you and I doing our own thing for Sundays.
That's it. They gave us a little space here, so we'll just stick to having Kuv and the Kang on the Three Spurs boys.
Are in charge. We'll take what we can get.
Exactly. When they allow me into the studio, then we will definitely take advantage of that. The Seagulls did a tutty on Man U, and tutty is shit in Indian. So thank you, Toxic. So there is your Indian language word of the day today. Okay, everybody in the chat, tutty is shit, and United we're tutty today. So thank you, Toxic.
Oh, it's funny though. Do you think that Ten Hag's got his work really cut out? It looks like a much bigger job than anybody was giving him credit for. How important was Ronaldo for them last season when we see what happens when he doesn't play? It's mad stuff. Can you believe this is the same Manchester United team that won the treble within our recent years? I mean, it used to be Alex Ferguson. They'd win everything. Yeah. What's happened? It's mad.
It is, and the thing is that there was somebody sent me some pictures. There's a picture that of Varane and Ronaldo basically sitting beside each other on the bench, just kind of looking at each other like, you could just picture the caption and that thought bubble that comes up over their head saying, "Why the fuck did we leave Madrid? We left from Madrid for this."
It's like there must be some sort of trade descriptions law that covers them going there. They were misled.
Yeah. Yeah, they must have been.
It's not the same Manchester United. Yeah, it's it's shocking in a way. It's almost kind of sad if it wasn't so funny.
No, you think it's sad. I can't disagree with that one, buddy. I love you to bits. But Jacob's saying they were using Ericsson as a false number 9 up there.
I think they were using him as a false 11.
A false.
It was a shocking performance. That was just so bad. Good for my at least one of my dream teams, though. I've got Mr. Gross as one of the midfielders.
Oh, nice!
He's a real bargain.
Always
look for that. I've got one team where I've really gone for it, and then I've got one team where I've done all budget signings. So I've got about £11 million I haven't spent on it. So at any point, I could just throw Harry Kane in if I want to.
That's not a bad shot.
Although it's looking like Haaland would be the best bet now.
Yeah. Well, even Nunez scored for Liverpool. That's the one that shocked me, actually. I didn't expect him to start off with anything, really. I expected him to have a slow start. But there's another game we could talk about there. Liverpool and Fulham as well there. There's, I don't think there's a single person that was expecting that. A draw.
I had it down for a close game.
You had it down for a close game? Yeah, I guess because they were playing in Craven Cottage, right? So it was at Fulham. Yeah, so
I think Fulham are learning their lesson from sort of yo-yoing between the top division and the next tier down, and they're getting stronger each time they come up. I think they've actually got a really good manager at the moment, although he's also one of those could be gone in 3 months' time, or he could lead them on to top half of the table. I think he's going to lead them to the top half of the table. They got the likes of Mitrovic, who's regularly fails when he does get into the Premiership. Has he learnt now? He started off with a goal this time. Fulham could be, Fulham could be the team to keep an eye on, the dark horse this season. Yeah, that's what I've got them down for anyway.
And Ben here put up finish 8th. That high?
Ahead of United.
I think I had picked them at 15th or something like that when we did a Premier League prediction. But after that result, like you said, it could be much higher. And Mitrovic hits the ground running. And if he can replicate that form he had in the championship, then yeah, they could definitely accomplish something. But Ben's got a nice point up here that he actually saw Ericsson beat the first man from a corner. Now that's something I don't remember any of us ever see.
Did he run?
Or did the first man lie down on the ground and allow the ball to go by?
No, that wouldn't have done it.
Toxic saying Martinez looked awful for United. So that's well, you know what?
Yeah,
the guy just came into the league.
It can be a big step up from the Eredivisie to the Premier League. Some players take a little while. Not the Jan Vertonghen, though. He was obviously quality because we know how to get a good defender from there. Unless it's Davinson Sanchez.
No comment there. We'll leave that one. We'll stick with the positive. But yeah, here we go. Jacob is saying Mitrovic played angry. And hey, who knows? Yeah. Maybe he needs to play with that chip on his shoulder. And maybe he is pissed off that he wasn't picked up and put on a bigger team. And that
if you're a big physical player, play angry. Make use of the talents you do have, the physical attributes. Yeah, I agree. Some of the others as well always do well. Vardy always plays really well when he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder too, doesn't he? Jamie Vardy.
But he's had a chip on his shoulder for a long time, and I think rightfully so. You know, that guy was undercredited for how many years, and then all of a sudden he just blew up because he just kept his head down and kept working. So credit is due. He's a specimen at this point. You know, what is he, 37 now? He's up there, isn't he?
Yeah, he must be getting on a bit.
Yeah. So, and there you go. Yeah, Jacob saying Mitrovic had 2 years. Marco Silva, mercenary, but he's a great coach. Keep him happy and he'll do well.
Exactly.
There you go. Exactly. Chris is in the house. Big up, Chris. Big up yourself, my man. Big up. United going to destroy another decent manager. Yeah, who knows? You know what? They are known now to be the guys that kill managers, aren't they?
Used to be us. Could still be us.
Well, hey, let's hope not. Let's hope not. Not after everything that's happened. So, Lisa was saying she watched some of the Roma game tonight. Zaniolo scored, and people in the chat were asking if he's going to Spurs. Apparently, he loved it there. Oh, he's loved there. Sorry. Wonder what will happen there. It's an interesting one, Lisa, because I think a lot of our fan base is divided on that one as well, where they're not sure if we even want the guy because of the liability that he comes with and the whole package overall. So what do you think about that, Kuv? Do you want him? How do you feel about Zaniolo?
It depends how much we're going to risk on him, I think, money-wise, because I remember years back before he started getting these injuries, he was incredibly talented. He looked like he was going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
Then, career set back a little while. He's got his fitness back. He doesn't seem to be struggling in any way. Is he going to recover that form from when he was younger? Possibly. If he does, he's well worth the punt. I think he could be an incredible player, but he didn't look like it when we played them pre-season, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I just realized that I had clicked on the wrong video to do our intro. So there's my rookie mistake to start off here, start off the show. So, I don't want to have rookie mistakes. So we're just going to play the real video because, me and Kuva
we'll take back everything we said and do it again.
Yeah. So just everybody, if you could strike the last 11 minutes of conversation from your records, please. And please enjoy me welcoming Kuva onto the show properly. That's better. Now we're live. Oh, look at that. We got a few more viewers in.
Quality content. The only show that gives you 2 intros.
You know what? When you got a legend like Bob Spurs making your intros, why the hell not use them, right? The man's made me quality intros to use. If I click on the right damn button, then this thing would go more smoothly. So, rookie mistakes for the first show, but they're all on me. It's all on me. Kuva's holding the fort, thankfully, and still smiling with me. So Ben's saying Martinez makes me look tall. He'll struggle at center back. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he's not the tallest, but he's a quality
5'9", right?
Oh no, he can't. He's surely.
I think he's 5'9", buddy. I'm pretty sure he's
5'9". Cannavaro did pretty well being quite a short player.
He's 5'11", though, yeah.
Puyol isn't a huge player either for Barcelona, but it's the stature of the person outweighs the actual physical build sometimes. So
fair enough. Yeah.
Although he's having a rough ride, he's going into a poor Manchester United team.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like everything else in front of him as well, the toxic environment that he's come into as well. Not just adapting to a new league, adapting to a new physical play of the league as well. But that whole situation over there, right? Is not that goal great, where right?
One of the goals didn't Brighton back heel it from their own corner flag, and
he was caught ball watching.
It was Fred just basically giving up. He did like half the job, and you think that he's supposed to be shielding the defenders, isn't he?
Well, you said Fred, so that kind of justifies.
It's not an inspiring name for a footballer, is it?
Not too much. I don't think so.
Get along. Who do you go alongside Fred? What? Dave,
Jimmy,
Mike,
Frank,
Jimmy,
Stevie.
Yeah, a few players called
like
Jimmy.
Stevie, yeah.
Jimmy and Rolf. That'll be good. Wrong show.
Is this Saturday night? Hayden, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Big up Ben. Yes. Kuva, the quadruple's on.
It is indeed.
What is on?
My finger is hovering over the cash out button. It's
ready to click it, eh?
Good start.
Stuart saying he wants Zaniola.
I'm just thinking we are literally closer to the quadruple than we were this time, Friday. One weekend down, one step closer.
And we got 3 weeks left roughly, right? So, look at that. Carl Simpson saying, not if the rumors are true that Mourinho will only do business if we include Skip. That's not going to happen. For us to give up Skip for Glassman Zaniola is just absolutely stupid. So we're getting some. I don't know if you've seen the chat here, buddy, but we've got some of our dear beloved crew that would like to join us and jump in with us. So I'll leave that in your hands, sir.
in our
check our chats. Gone. Our group is getting a little bit crazy here.
Is it?
Yeah, I just sent the link. I think we've got some friends of ours that want to join our premiere
Oh,
show
in the
here.
WhatsApp group. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
so
looking at chat and I thought, what's
yeah,
going on?
Why not? He wants Gio and Tanguay as well. Chris is saying to Carl that he wants Gio and Tanguay as well. No way.
Well, not as well as Skip, but instead of, that'll be okay. Would you do that? Double player swap, Gio and Tanguay
for Zaniolo?
For Zaniolo.
Straight up?
Yeah.
No. In a way, yes. In a way, no. But for the amount that we lose there, that's a heavy financial hit for us to be taking, because
we're going to take the hits anyway, though, aren't we?
Yeah, but even if we were to get them out at 20 a pop and buy Zaniolo for 30, we're still up 10, which leaves us a little wiggle room.
Who else is going to buy Tanguy?
Yeah, well, if they're willing to take his full wages and Gio's full wages, then maybe I would consider it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. We've got to get some sort of money out of him. We can't afford him to become the next Ozil, can we? Sat on the bench, mega earnings, never does anything. Nah, they're just bad for the team. You've got to get them out. Anyway, we're going back onto transfer talk. There's better things, isn't there?
No, we don't talk transfers here. We got to Chris, I heard that as well. Okay, so these two are having, send the link if you want. It is sent, Bob. It's in the group. So please, if you want to join us, you're welcome to. Nick, I know you were asking as well. If you guys want to join us, you're more than welcome. Benson Martinez is 5'8". I actually credited him at 5'9". Wow. Yeah, Carl. Yeah, he's out with Hey, Born to Lose is in the house. Big up, man. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Martinez versus Haaland. Can you imagine? That? Yeah, he's gonna just tower over him and laugh at him and knock him over like a little schoolboy off to the side.
Did you see any of that Man City West Ham game?
I did not know. Unfortunately, I had the kids' football training, right? So I just had the game cast on, and I see that he did get 2 goals. Why don't you give me a little bit of a breakdown in terms of what happened there, bud?
Pete, well, I didn't see the entire match, but I saw enough of it. I saw about an hour or so. And Haaland was just bossing it. He was too quick. He was too powerful. Whatever he wanted to do, he was just tearing West Ham apart. None of the defenders can stand up to him. It's sort of my heart sunk a little bit, because I thought we're going to try and catch Man City this season, and it just looked like nobody's catching them. They were absolutely brilliant. Should have had a lot more goals. Perhaps apart from Haaland, perhaps you could say they were wasteful otherwise. But the man is quality. He's already landed on his feet in this division, and you got to be worried. You really do have to be worried. He is absolute class.
Chris is saying not only was he class only on the pitch, but it seems like he was class off the pitch as well with his interview. So did I miss something there?
I didn't see the interview, but I've seen plenty with him before. He's a very well-grounded sort of man. He's very humble. He's confident in his own ability, but he's very much the team player. It's one thing he never gets enough credit for, in my opinion, is he is actually good at dropping deep and building, getting involved in the build-ups on games as well, which is why I think Man City turned their attention from Harry Kane over to him, because his potential to do the same sort of job, perhaps not passing range of Harry Kane, but he does have his other strengths. He can hold the ball up better than anybody. Incredibly strong, incredibly quick. For somebody so big, his acceleration is unbelievable.
It's crazy, and his footwork too. Because normally guys that big, you seem to have the like Bambi on ice kind of situation, right? So we do have another a legend in the background here that wants to join us, Kuv. If you don't mind, we'll add him in now, and then we'll bring up this next talking point.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you later then, Coops. Okay.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on our debut show of Kuv The Kang. The only way to make it better, well, is to just bring in another legend. And why not bring in the man known as Superman himself? Look at that. Superman is in the building. Big up, Bob. How you doing, buddy?
All good, man. You know what I want to do? I feel like singing something. So So yeah, let's sing something. 1, 2, 3, go!
Get it.
Look at that. All the crews in the house. Holy shit. What is happening, fellas? What's happening there? So I saw Danny. Oh, I know that. I know that nose. Big up, Stelly. Who's the fourth? Who's that that's popped this?
Well, I left there by myself.
Yeah, that's it. They came in Bollywood style. They came in for the musical number and then disappeared. You are left to do the show by yourself now. That's it, baby. Good. That's it. Well, Bob,
I saw you on the stream earlier, Kuv. Are you all right now?
Yeah.
You're
on that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I'm all right now.
That's all right,
Kuva, is there something you want to discuss with us?
No, it's all fine, mate. It's all fine.
All right, then. We'll talk about this then. Bob, we'll let you lead with this one. Hayden is asking, hey, guys, I know it's not possible but I was just wondering if you guys would have taken Isco on a free as a number 10.
We were linked to Isco,
4 years ago?
15 years ago, weren't we?
Yeah. We were linked to Isco the last time I sent Danny a message and have been waiting for a reply.
Fuck off, mate.
Love you too, Danny boy.
Simple answer, no.
Not now.
The better options out there, man.
Fair enough.
Better options out there. Zaniolo.
Yeah, if you throw in the sort of 5 years ago part, then yeah, I would have. But not now.
Because where is he now? He went off to China or something, didn't he? Or is he still playing in is he still with Real Madrid? He's not with Real Madrid.
He might have become a free agent, so he could most likely.
I thought he took one of those big paydays over in China and went over to play in that league over there. Carl's saying he'll give up Gio and Tanguy for Zaniola and Ibanez. Is that's that center back they have, right?
Yes, the one that scored against us, BobbyK.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Well, Danny, you want him? What do you think of that deal?
It wasn't Danny, it was Ranjit.
It was Ranjit? Well, Ranjit.
Yeah.
Isco just seems to be a free agent at the moment.
Hey, Nicholas!
Does he not associate with any club then, Kuv? No.
Doesn't seem to be.
Ah. Interesting.
Probably holding out for too much on the wage front.
Yeah.
We come on, Alan's going. Hi, Alan.
Where?
Later's all.
Oh, later's up.
Yeah,
good to see you, Alan. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
He wouldn't mind you coming on another time.
He comes when he wants.
You just corrupted your first show, BobbyK. It's going to get taken down.
You know what? Well, look at the hosts that I've got on. It was set for corruption, really, wasn't it? Right from the get-go, really. You know, we got the kids out of the way. And yes, folks, that was a beautiful view up into Stell's left and right nostril.
No, it wasn't actually. It was
that was Danny's nose. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. See, that
wasn't his nose. That was his balls.
No,
hold on a second. Do that again. Let me go full screen.
Hang on, do it again, Danny.
Balls.
Well, on that note, folks, hopefully you enjoyed our first and only stream that we're going to do.
Even Kuv was disgusted.
Yeah,
they know it's wrong.
Yeah. I don't think Christian Jay are going to let me have the studio ever again, though. So Toxic is looking forward to Romero battering Haaland.
Yeah, read the room, Toxic. We're not talking about football.
I do like what V12 Shy FX is here. Big up. He's saying that I guess he swears. So Haaland let off a few bombs in his interview, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
We approve.
Sevilla. Oh, Hayden is saying Sevilla. So is that where Isco is? Oh, yeah. Carl is saying the same thing.
Oh, okay.
He joined Sevilla today. Sevilla have just got him. Everybody's
today.
okay.
What's that?
Isco,
on a free transfer.
Well, technically, Ben, we're on to the 4 Spurs boys now. There's 4 of us here. If you want to join, we can make it 5, baby. Make it for 5 guys for Carl.
Yeah, shoot.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably
Lisa-
should call this one in the other wall.
Do you all
Bob,
have
did you have a sleepover after the game?
Yeah, and you know what?
Everybody at Bob's
All in the same single bed as well. It was beautiful.
Good times over at Superman's headquarters there, guys. So we had see, I don't know, I'm kind of confused here, Kuva, because we were going to talk about the results and stuff like that, but now Bob's come on and derailed our train. So do we bother talking about football, or do we just still go into three Spurs boys version of Wank Wanker?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there's only one place this can lead to now. Who's the hottest super villainess?
Oh, hey, Danny's picked up. Hottest Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. I've never seen Kuva smiles so much.
Who else? I don't know who else. I don't know. Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts, folks. Who's the hottest female supervillain?
Mama K?
Halle Berry. Yeah. That is only what I put on my Superman cape. Bob, speaking of Superman, did you watch that video? The ABC thing.
Yes.
Superman, baby. Z for Superman. It's the best thing, baby.
Poison Ivy.
It's so on track.
Yeah, Poison Ivy.
No fun when I'm not invited. You don't need an invitation, Carl. Jump in, man. Catwoman, toxic, but which one? Because this
all
year
of them,
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Catwomen.
I was going to say, yeah.
Kuva, you dead.
Poison Ivy.
All of them. Ah, yeah. Oh, Jacob likes Poison Ivy.
Carl Simpson just likes.
No love for Scarlet Witch, man. Come on, man.
You know what? What?
Yeah.
Paul, you're all right, mate.
What's up,
Hey, big
Oh,
up.
come in, Ray.
Hey! Hey! What's happening?
Hey!
Talk about a stellar debut here, man. The legends of YouTube evolve. I swear, if Brian Daigle pops up from behind you somewhere, Bob, you got a lot of explaining to do. Oh, yeah.
Fair enough. Cool. I basically, I've spent the last 2 hours having a long, deep philosophical.
Oh, yeah. Long, deep? Bob, that's your cousin, isn't it?
Sorry? Shut up.
Yeah.
Long, deep. That's your cousin, isn't it?
I just came to say hello. Hello.
Who's the hottest supervillain?
Supervillain.
I said Mama K.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably go with that, but I don't know how
Quinn.
I don't have an. Yeah, Harley Quinn's a good shout.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn is quite.
A
hot.
Margot Robbie version.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other. Poison Ivy's not bad.
Yeah, Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy-
Penguin, the Danny DeVito version.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Any other supervillain, female supervillains? I'm trying to think of some. Catwoman. Catwoman's not, is she in
Yeah,
there?
but which
Michelle
one?
Pfeiffer.
I'm partial to Halle Berry with the Catwoman one.
Yeah, I'd go with Halle Berry over Michelle Pfeiffer. I would.
Personally, yeah.
Definitely.
I'd have a sandwich.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Bob.
Superman.
Yeah, no, that works.
Superman
Michelle-
sandwich with Catwoman as buns. Very good.
And Halle Berry. Yeah.
Halle
with
and
a
Michelle.
How about
Wrinkly.
Mystique?
You know what?
Mystique.
Oh,
Yeah, all the naked.
Great
winner.
group.
we have
Great.
a winner. We have a winner. She can shapeshift into anybody you want. I still like Paul's answer though.
You know what? Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy was very sexy, but I think that Uma Thurman is incredibly sexy anyway.
Is
so.
Kill Bill seen as a villain? Yeah, for this
I'll
argument.
give it to her.
Why
I'll give it
not?
to her.
Yeah,
I'll give it
she's
to
an
her.
assassin, so yeah, I think
We'll give it to her. Yeah, Kuva, you agree? Yep, we agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give it to you.
She-Ra?
She's not a villain.
Oh, yeah.
What about Xena, Superwoman, Super Warrior
She's not a
Princess?
villain either.
Villain, yeah.
She's
Got
not
to
a
be a
villain.
villain.
What about that
You
woman?
didn't see some of those shows. She was a villain sometimes.
Woman out of
anti-hero.
Superman and Superman
Oh,
2.
Superman 2, yeah.
The
What's
villain,
her face?
three villains.
General Zod's lieutenant.
Oh, yeah.
Black leather
Black
PVC
leather,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'd go with that.
Yeah. And Kim, if you're watching, miss you, babe.
Hope you're feeling better, Kim. Love you. So Kim, when you can, get yourself a Catwoman outfit. Now's a good time because before Halloween the sales are on, and then if you wait until November, the sales will be on again. So just to save you a little something there.
He doesn't need to buy a cat suit. He's already got one.
Yeah.
I should have known better.
Man.
Jacob,
you know what I mean?
No comment. Jacob saying Lady Gaga has been cast as Harley Quinn.
Why did you do that? No comment with an Indian accent, dude.
Because that is the way we go. No English.
Oh,
That's how you get stuff in court.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Straight to the no English. Straight to the new English.
Being racist, yeah, that works.
It used to work, Bob, until every friggin' lawyer in the city around me now is an Indian. We've had too many of them move in. So I can't get away with that because the lawyers say, "Oh, don't worry, I translate for you."
No, it's fine because the judges are still all white.
Yeah,
so it's fine. It's fine.
Just to be extra confusing, Bobby could do no hablo, but with an Indian accent.
Oh yeah.
No hablo
español, just to really mind fuck.
No
hablo español or English.
No hablo Deutsche, yeah, or whatever it is in Spanish. Yeah. That would be like meta mind fuck. I love that idea.
How far do we need to go to get this?
I think Carl's got a big card here too that he dropped last year.
I think we probably have to mention,
the C word,
pedophilia.
Always the subject you want to bring up on the kids' channel.
Yeah. Nothing like Yep.
Really get it banned.
Really. Yeah. Maybe we could just play some music and just get it copywritten and do it the easy way.
Bob raised a very interesting point. Can I just raise it? Villain is spelt with an I after the A.
Yeah.
Just thought.
Seeing as a kids' channel, probably kids who's written
it. Was it one of the kids that actually wrote that thing? Are they producing? Are they in the back room? Is that who it is?
This is what happens when the kids are not here to do this stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is what happens when they leave me to do it, right? So,
actually, if you want to get demonetized, just talk about religion. Within 4 minutes, there'll be
like that.
That's it.
You know, Christianity is best. We're dead now.
Yeah. Anyway,
A-I-N.
A-I-N. You didn't turn it into
Villano. It's Italian. I want an Italian villain. All those Italian women are beautiful.
Yeah, I'll leave you guys to talk about football. See ya.
Also got to point out Carl Simpson is in fact wrong when he says Jessica Rabbit, because she did say she isn't bad, she's just drawn that way.
Yeah. She's not real.
What? Lies. Lies, I tell you. Lies.
My kids rang up earlier to say good night, and I was round here, and
with this lot.
Yeah, and they saw Iggy and they thought he was Santa. I told you it was real. Yeah, they got really confused when he started speaking Italian.
No, that's Papa Noel.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right, folks, in the comments here, we'll try to keep you involved here already. So we're just gonna have this interesting question pop up for you.
How many?
You've seen Nick, you've seen Rez, you've seen Danny. We saw Stell.
Yeah.
And we saw a quick head pop in, who I didn't recognize quickly because he popped in and out so fast.
Iggy was here.
Iggy was here too.
He's in the shitter.
Okay, so Carl, just saying, that's the 5 guys there at Bob's. So
this is Stell's place, by the way.
Oh, we're at Stell's place.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go in here and do this and do this and do this.
JP was here. Shy was here.
There we go. So how many people were at Stell's sleepover, folks?
Me,
We're up
Danny,
8
Izzy,
so far.
Stel, obviously, JP,
Alex.
Shy.
Brother.
Oh yeah, Alex. Sophie, Mrs.
Well, he's your
Hunter,
brother, not his. It's okay, don't worry.
Barry.
Yeah, he did.
Barry,
He
Ranjit.
did see my brother. He did see it.
Yeah. Who else?
Mr.
Iggy,
K.
Mr. K,
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
K,
K.
Mr. K too. What?
Brian,
Cody Mack, Will Stewart.
Cody Mack, Will Stewart.
Iggy,
Hey!
Iggy. What's up,
It's
buddy?
Santa.
Up in the well? Pop in the well, pop in the well. I want the red fry truck. Do my Italiano accent too, huh? Well, Jacob's answer was Jacob's answer was 69.
Papa Dance.
Whoa. Enough for a half a football team. Toxic, we were way over 5, buddy. You got to throw in the higher number.
Demonetization. Demonetization.
No English.
Demonetization.
The kids are going to be so happy that me and Kuva started our first show and ended their channel.
You see, Mitchell,
Go out with a bang, eh, Coobs? Go out with a bang, baby.
celebration. Ding, 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 ding. My arms is out of order.
Oh, we should do more of these kids.
Really good.
This is like 70s BBC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
I think you might need to just restart the show, man.
I started with the wrong intro anyway, so might as well. We do have a question for pretty
When
much.
we went on, they were talking about ISCO, right?
Now we're talking about disco.
Disco, baby. What?
So if there's anybody in the comments section wants to suggest something this show might one day be about,
yeah,
that'll be good.
One day, baby steps.
Baby steps, baby steps.
But Carl is including everybody here, and he's got a very important question.
Strangers.
Oh, no, not that one. This one.
Question should be how many YouTubers can you fit in one living room?
Yes.
Depends how big the living room is.
That's what I was going to say, because us
Like
being
the
Indian,
YouTubers.
No. 200 or maybe 114.
114 from Monday to Friday, on Saturdays 200.
Yeah.
And Ben's saying it's the strangest kids he's ever seen, bar none. Yeah.
Well, Ben's used to seeing strange kids, so.
Now we know what that back door of the coffee shop is for. Now we know. Yeah. Well, Coops, I think we've lost control here. So, fuck me. I don't know if we had control in the first place, brother. That was Danny's left testicle. Yeah, was that Danny's left or right testy?
Sorry, continue.
We're just trying to guess if that was Danny or his left or right testy. That's
that was actually Ranjit's cock.
hold on. Look.
Again.
Well, it's been great having a show for a few months.
So yeah.
Oh, where have we gone?
We are around the premises of Tottenham away. If anyone's trying to
made
complain, you know where to send it.
Oh my goodness.
TottenhamAway.com.
Yeah, big up Tottenham away. Oh yeah, and by the way, while I'm big up the NHS.
Pick up the NHS. And speaking of which, guys, we still got a few days left for Bob's NHS donations. If you can get in there, Add something in there. Let's get him up to over 3K. You're close, eh? You're right close to 3K,
We're
right?
getting there, man. We're getting there.
Where are you at? Do you have an exact number you can share?
2725.
2725. So, folks,
Even if you find some, search down the back of your sofa. I mean, obviously not if you're at Stell's house at the moment, because that'll be a bit dodgy. But otherwise, have a look down the back of your sofa. You never know if you've got a couple of quid, and then send that on through, because Bob likes that kind of thing. Dirty money. I mean, money.
Yeah.
I mean, charity.
That's all, man.
You
You guys continue. I've got my proper on the screen now. So,
you got is Nicholas still handy there?
Nick.
What's your
You got a question here for you.
Oh, sorry. I'm in the playground with Charles' damn ankles.
Nice. Well, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up.
No technical problems. No technical issues.
No, Daddy.
Oh my God.
Now, sorry. Get off the playground and take your friend Henry with you.
Henry, I don't think Stell's got Henry Hoover.
Stuart, well, fucking not with you around the house. I don't blame people for putting their Henry Hoovers around you, dirty man. I thought it was kind of weird when Rez messaged me the other day, tell me about his trip to Canada, and asked me if I had a Henry Hoover. I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah, 100%.
I said, Dylan, how are you? Good to see you, Dylan. Good to see you, man. So,
anyway,
no, we had a different question actually here now come up. This is the new one. Kuva?
Not tonight.
Clearly.
If that's what you've tuned into, then
it's been a long season. I think we can do with a break from it all now.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It was a nice start to the season yesterday. The man down there with his legendary scoreline got his 4-1.
Blockspur TV.
Blockspur TV.
This is Blockspur TV. Not football. We tried, Carl. We tried. Me and Kuva did try. We got a good 15 minutes in there, I think. Didn't we, Coops?
Go back to your Five Guys, man. He loves Five Guys.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, my apologies. Any kids are watching, it's well past bedtime, man.
Unless you're in
What the hell
Canada.
are they doing?
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
let's do it again.
Oh yeah.
You didn't say you're live. You're not streaming. It's not live. Still the back.
We're live, baby. We're live.
I really have 5 guys.
At once.
This is something we do. I'd happily have the season end now so we can win the league. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Oh, they were busy.
Oh, they were all busy today. They're all busy today. But we want to know, Carl, do you really have 5 guys? Can you name the 5? Are you dropping names or is it just shout?
By the way, for all the viewers watching, Stell has had a bet that Spurs aren't going to finish top 4 this season. And he'll wear an Arsenal shirt if we don't. So,
and nothing else.
And nothing else, no.
And nothing else.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Take my name out your mouth.
Oh man, with only.
I love the way the Bobby K's like.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Before we go, with so
yes. So what do you guys think? Last one before we let you go here.
Is this live? Yeah.
Yeah, it's live. So will Stell end up with only an Arsenal kid on at the end of the season because he's taking his we're not going to finish top 4 bet again.
No bet. I'm never making a bet again.
Well, we put it on the stream now, so it doesn't really matter what you say. We're making the bet on your behalf. So, Danny, now that you've joined, you can answer first.
We'll still end up naked with only an Arsenal kid.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Face down in the playground. With his trousers around his ankles.
Only if I get to go through Ben Kaufman's back door.
Well, Ben is saying you can.
Bye,
but he
Bobby!
only has
Bye!
200. Bye, Stelly.
Bye. And kids, love you, man. See you later. See you later.
All right, boys. Have yourselves a good night, man. Thanks for jumping in. Speak to you soon. Well, that was interesting.
That's it. I think we might as well wrap up there. I don't think you can recover from that.
You know what? We're going to make an attempt, though. We'll make an honest attempt.
We'll go for it. Okay.
We'll leave one talking point because it is something I want to talk about. And I guess it does have something to do with football. Where are we going next week with the fact that it took Chelsea a 9-minute extra time penalty in the first half to get a win over Everton? Is this our chance to get in there and get 3 points off these guys?
Why not? Why not? I mean, Chelsea don't do very well at Everton for some reason. It's just one of their harder away games. But this is what we're talking about this season. We've got to improve. We've got to start getting some of these victories that we usually drop the points on. If we're going to close the gap on the top teams, which is what we hope to do. It's a good time to play Chelsea, isn't it? They're not quite firing, and we just banged in 4 goals easily. Could have got a lot more.
Yes.
And things are fitting slowly into place for Conte. I mean, even these dodgy wing backs that I don't rate seemed to do quite well yesterday. So let's see. It's a good time for Chelsea. We're due a win there because we haven't won there since about the 15th century.
Yeah.
No
it's not that bad. I think it's 16th.
Yeah, could be. I was just exaggerating for a bit dramatic.
But
effect.
still crazy, isn't it? 1 win in 31 years.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good. But we had an even worse record against Liverpool until 1985. We hadn't beaten them for 73 years at Anfield, and then all of a sudden we beat them once, and it's not happening regularly since. But we've managed it a few times since then. You just have to break these records. That's what they're there for, especially the bad ones. So this for me is a good tester for how the rest of the season is going to go. I think if we actually step up and make it count this time, why not? Let's get a little bit excited because we are starting to do some of those turnaround in results that we need to do.
Well, even
let's not dismiss that part of it. I think.
Well, even that, we get a result here, especially if we can get 3 points here at Stamford Bridge. How good does that put us into the situation going into the matches that we've got coming up? Because we've got some from fairly decent schedule after the Chelsea one in our favor almost, that we could run away and put a gap up at the top there. You think that's possible? Well, it has to be possible because it's the only way you're going to get your quad, right?
Why not? We're not used to it, are we? Lead from the front. Let's go for it. Bit of character building either way. Either you get used to the idea of the pressure being on from the start, or you start crumbling. Let's see what the team's made of. It's a case of it's just that simple old adage of one game at a time. See what happens. If we can just keep this winning habit going. I mean, a win at Stamford Bridge. We've already had a better start than most people would have given us any prayer of doing, really, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Because I mean, even a supreme optimist is going to realise we've got a bad record at Stamford Bridge. So if we address that, why not? Why not?
Because going after that, we got Wolverhampton, and then we go into. I was just looking here. Let me just quickly see the schedule: Wolverhampton, Nottingham, and then West Ham, and then after that again Fulham. So, all teams, and then before we go to Man City, so all teams that we should be able to get points from. And in fact, 3 points from on paper. Now, we know statistically on paper that doesn't mean that we get the results we've always wanted, and it's come back to bite us because we've gone in with overconfidence. But is this not the time to be confident?
Yeah, of course it is. What if you can't when things are going well? If you can't be confident, then when can you? It was a lovely game yesterday. It was all the feel good factor you could have wanted from the start of the season. Brushing away the cobwebs, perhaps from a bit of rustiness pre-season where we weren't firing on all cylinders. Suddenly the doubts about some of the players, some of the ones we've got the doubts about, really perform well. And we've got great players waiting to get into the team. The likes of Perisic, we didn't need him to get the job done, did we? He just came on as a nice little bonus towards the end. Again, Richarlison wasn't needed. Kane and Sonny could have an off day, and we still hit 4 goals.
Still hit 4 goals. Crazy.
They're all big positives. Whereas, as you said, Chelsea, they struggled. They needed way beyond the old Fergie time, isn't it? When you go into the 96th, 97th minute, was it even? It was that was crazy. They were lucky to get something out of it then. It's just great timing. I think somebody said on another show, I think it might have been on Savarok or something else, and they're saying you'd be worried if this fixture comes up towards the end of the season, because that's the time when, if Chelsea have got into their groove and they're firing on all cylinders, and so are we, you'd give them the advantage because they're at home. But right now, early season, it's there for the taking. Why not? Why are we always saying, "Oh, we can't do this, we can't do that"?
Yeah,
I think we can do it.
Hell yeah!
Why not? This opening sort of 4, 5, 6 games, even just go unbeaten. So, even if we draw one and win the rest, that'll be a hell of a start.
Yeah,
that'll put us well on course for getting 90 points at the end of the season. I think it's a realistic goal to aim for. It's going to be damn difficult, but let's have the right attitude. Let's go in believing we can do it.
Oh yeah.
I'm now starting to think maybe Emerson Royale might be able to offer something for the rest of the season. He played okay.
He played okay. His crossing was still suspect. He didn't put any good balls into the box. At least his running was a little bit better. He got back into his defensive positions. He didn't get overrun like we're used to him. But again, we're talking about against Southampton, so it's going to be a lot different.
Some of the driving runs he did as well, really good. It was like reminded me a little bit of Sissoko at times, because it's another player, not really the most technically gifted you'd ever see, but he found a way to offer something to the team. Maybe that's the case with Emerson then. You look at him as just keeping him on short passing and burst forward when he can. He's not a talented player by any stretch of the imagination. And can he be replaced? Yes, I think so. But if his amount of energy and full-blooded tackling and just getting involved, it's the one thing he did yesterday that I was so pleased about, is he did make something happen in the opponent's third of the field, whether it's through just running directly at them or getting to the byline and cutting it back, which he did for Kulusevski's goal. He did that fantastically well. If you can't cross it very well, make sure you do something useful with the ball
to get involved. Yeah.
And he did that. So long may it last. I'll be delighted if he can. If he can prove me wrong over the course of the season, I'll be absolutely thrilled with that. Because,
well, let's face it, I don't think there's anybody he'd prove right, because nobody has any faith in him, other than obviously Conte. But we as fans have all written him off already and are not willing to give him a chance. So if he's going to show up and start doing his job, then hey, maybe we don't have to worry about addressing the right wing back situation. But he needs to learn to cross the ball.
Maybe not as much,
not as much, but yeah. But the thing is, maybe is he pushing himself now that he's got real competition there instead of an aging Doherty? He's got a young Spence that's coming in, a young hungry kid that's going to come in and potentially take his position from him. So now that he's got to look over his shoulder kind of thing, that somebody's coming for me instead of somebody's going out the door. So maybe that's the spark he needed kind of thing. But
we are part of it, hasn't it?
It's got to be something to it.
The other thing I'm looking at is what effect has Perisic had on him? Because we're talking about the effect Perisic might have had on Sessegnon.
He was
but
great. I think
easily translates to the other wing, doesn't it?
Yes.
You could see that there would seem more urgency in his game to get forward. That had been lacking. The pair of Sessegnon and Emerson, how many times did we see them go forward a little bit, put the brakes on, backwards or sideways with it? Although their crossing wasn't that great, and sometimes they did take their foot off the acceleration, I suppose. Takes a while to get out of the bad habits. But the amount of times they were actually getting into the box, great stuff. Sessegnon could have had a couple of goals, couldn't he? He was
in the right spots to do it, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I'd like to see him start again, because if he does have an off game by chance, then I can see Perisic is the option to come in and upgrade that situation if we need to. But if Perisic comes in and he's not fully fit, he struggles, then we're not upgrading by bringing Cess on for him, are we? So I think stick to what we did.
A risk, isn't it?
Yeah, let's stick to what we did. It worked in the first game, so why get crazy and alternate too much? I'd like to see Basuma come in a little bit more, obviously, in the game. He came in and impacted as well, but I don't want to take away from Bentancur or Højbjerg because they played well. But we are getting near the hour mark. I know we said we're going to try to keep this to about an hour, so I want to wrap up with this question, if it's okay with you. And do we need more signings this window? And if so, yes. If so, who? Sorry, Paul
No,
is asking.
yes.
So if so, yes. Yeah. Okay, that's it. The question's done. Okay, thank you. Thanks for joining. So I know Stuart's already thrown his 4 in here that he'd like Skriniar, Bastoni, Hakimi, and Serge Milinkovic-Savic there. So
that's pushing for the title kind of signings. That is,
and it's funny you say that because Paul responded saying that right there.
There we go.
Exact winner right there. So. Is there anybody? Let's just go with the list that we have in front of us then. Do you see any of this 4 being a sheer possibility to come in the next 3 weeks?
Surely Skriniar has to be a possibility. He can't be out of the realms of the feasible for our club, surely.
But did he not just sign a new contract, from my understanding?
Did he?
Jay was saying, Big K was saying to me something about that Skriniar re-signed a new contract. So I don't know. I didn't look into it. I was too busy running around with them and yelling at them.
It's widely accepted that Inter have to sell some players, don't they? So if it's not him,
62 million euro or something is needed, or something in their financial to offset their numbers or whatever. However, I don't want to pretend I know about that stuff and start talking about that stuff.
Where are they getting the money from if it's not the likes of him being sold? And the clock's really ticking now, because if it's not him, who's it going to be? Bastoni? That's an obvious high price target. Otherwise, what else?
Milenkovic?
Oh, well, from our point of view, Milenkovic is the defensive Milenkovic.
Yeah.
Is another alternative. Tall lad, can tackle.
6'5", brick wall, stands in the back line.
Also comfortable with drifting out onto the right as well, which means he'd be cover for Romero too. There's perfect sort of reasons to get him. Let's see, who was the other ones on the list? We're talking about Hakimi. Yeah, one thing we'd have to be realistic, say he's probably going to be too expensive, isn't he? It doesn't look like we have that money being readily available. But then again, when you break everything down and transfers out that we're supposed to be doing, perhaps it is possible. It kind of makes you doubt it now, watching what Emerson did yesterday and knowing we got Jed Spence waiting to come in and still Doherty. Nobody's moving out so far. So it's becoming less and less likely like that. So for me, I think the only one I see us doing is going to be a centre-back. I think we do need some extra cover for
Dyer. Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, Big K, but Dyer's not really...
Well, you didn't say replace him. You said just get him some cover.
Yeah,
so.
I'm saying replace him.
We'll scratch that from the comments. Oh, man. If Bob and them didn't make sure that we got our first show shut down, you're trying to.
Yeah, through misbehavior or just plain hatred of Eric Dyer. I mean,
If you say anything bad about Eric Dyer, you cannot come on the show. Well, actually, wait, they're not here, so it's okay. We can say what the hell we want. Lisa saying Hakimi scored yesterday, so we don't see PSG selling him. Everybody else is saying Skriniar is a possibility, though. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm really looking forward to that, man. Well, Kuvs, any final thoughts there before we wrap it up for this week, my man?
I'm just thinking, when do you think I should cash out my bet on the quadruple? Because obviously the bookies are now quivering, thinking they've got a massive payout coming.
I'd say wait 3 weeks, right? Wait 3 weeks, because don't the odds go up after we beat Chelsea?
Well, well, no, the odds would go down, wouldn't they? Because it's much more likely then.
It's more likely? Okay, cash out now.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah.
I think I might struggle to get my £5 back at this early, but
Yeah, you might get 550 right now.
Oh, there's something else that needs addressing as well. Do you think our players are like physically strong enough for the season ahead? Because I'm thinking we look good in some places and outfault other teams, but at the end of the season, there's going to be a hell of a lot of silverware and medals to be lugging around. And I think, are they up to it? All those
extra carrying, because Harry Kane doesn't look as bulky. He looks lean and cut. So will he be able to pick up those boxes?
They're going to need some bling training, aren't they?
They are. That's a very, very good question. Maybe what Conte can do is bring all his silverware that he's brought in from all the other clubs into Tottenham, load them up into a box, and get these boys doing some silverware lifting training. I think that's the way it's going to have to be done, Coos. I think that's the only way it can be done. But, folks, that is it for us for this week. Any final thoughts you want to throw in there, Coos, before we run off?
Oh, just a quick answer for Paul here, since he's asking. As we, what can we achieve? Top 3 plus a trophy. I'd aim much higher than that. I mean, let's crack the top 2. Just see what we can do. I really want us to aim at 90 points, which I think is achievable, although very hard going. Aim for 90 points and see what happens. Because although Haaland does hit the deck running, you don't know. There's a World Cup halfway through the season, restart then, things change. There's injuries come in.
And stuff,
things off the pitch, you never know. So if we set, I'm fed up of setting our sights so low. I think we should just keep going at the top. You give everything to try and win it. See what happens. See if some little miracle happens. It's happened before.
Yep. Leicester. Look at Leicester.
Exactly. Amsterdam for us
off.
Well.
There you go.
We were gone. We were finished.
We were done.
Never write us off until it's physically impossible.
They were singing at halftime, everything's gonna be all right. No, it wasn't.
And we're partially there to the target of 114 points as well, aren't we?
We're almost there. Almost at the 200 mark.
You can taste it on the air.
It's just we're at the cusp. We're at the cusp, man.
Just a little bit of cumin, paprika, and
it's within touching distance. It's within touching distance. Just needs sprinkles. Just needs sprinkles. Well, Coobs, my man, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you coming on and being my new co-host on this. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the first shout out here of Kuv the Kang. We will try to come up with a little bit more structured something for you here, but we're just rapping with each other. We enjoy each other's company. We enjoy your guys' company. So,
was there a lack of structure? I couldn't spot it myself.
Structure. I'm not an architect. Are you?
Depends how well it pays. I'll give it a go.
Yeah. See, I don't worry about structure because I'm not an architect, so just don't do structures. Fair enough. That is it for us this week, folks. Please come and join us again next Sundays, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. UK time. So if you're free and available, got nothing better to do, by all means, come on in. Watch me and Kuv have a wrap, and we'll start adding people into the show and everything soon and seeing what else we can incorporate into the show. So hopefully you like the debut. Hopefully we'll see you guys again next week. And until then, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Have a great night, everybody.
We sang in France, we sang in Spain, we sing in the sun and we sing in the rain. They tried to stop us, but they didn't. The thing we love most is being a kid, being a kid, being a kid. The thing we love most is being a kid.
Come on, you Spurs.
Make sure to like and subscribe.